Hello everyone, it's me Gagan Kumar present over here to teach you physics. Let's move on to the video. Today we will be discussing 12th CBSE physics question paper, section C part case study question. So here they will write some language like this. So in this case study questions, and here they will give the information that whatever questions are coming, that is based on this. So here if you read this language, so most will come across Young's double slit experiment, basically Young's double slit experiment. So about this only they are asking here. So this is the idea you can understand, and any other formula is not given, and they are telling some S1 S2 sources like that one. So main idea is given what in the case study, main thing is given YDS experiment. Okay, so it is your chapter wave optics. So from wave optics it is coming in 12th standard. So from this chapter, one experiment you have Young's double slit experiment. In this experiment basically we see interference pattern, and this experiment will confirm that light is a wave, and due to that one some interference is happening, and in the screen will be there. In the screen we are seeing the interference pattern. So this is the idea about this experiment. Okay, leave it. We are not reading this, so directly go to questions, and I will try to solve the questions here. So while I are telling now, consider the following waves y1, y here y2, y3, y4. Some equations are given, and they are telling which pair of the waves coming from the sources S1, S2 will produce interference pattern. So listen, in YDS experiment you have two sources, one is S1, another is S2, and from S1 one wave is going, from S2 another wave is going, and they are superimposing each other. And here at screen, this is the screen actually, this is the screen, and here it is the slit or slits. So in the screen, on the screen what happening, here interference pattern is observed. Now they are telling this wave here going, one wave is going here. So this is your y1 wave, and here one wave is going, this is your y2 wave. So y1 wave and y2 wave, both waves are going. They are telling which pair will give interference pattern. So remember, in YDS experiment, whatever waves we take, they are basically coherent waves, and their frequency will be same. That means here if we sign, it is a wave equation, here if we sign some, you will see omega t, here 2 omega t, and coefficient of t is basically frequency, that is basically angular frequency. So their frequency will be same. So you need to check frequency same or not for both these waves y1 and y2. And the second thing you have to see, there should be some phase difference between these two waves. Okay, because you see here, so here this wave is going from here, this wave is going from here. If you do a perpendicular, and this distance is small d, and this distance is capital D. So here to here some path difference will come. So path difference means there should be some phase difference. So that's why some phase difference phi should be there. And here see, if you see this first wave, second wave, between them here omega, here 2 omega, so frequency is not same. So these two pair won't be possible. So that means the option A is not correct, because they are telling I and 2i. So this pair is not correct. Now see here, 2i third i. Option B if you check, it is in 2i third i. See here, in 2i this is omega, 2 omega. This is also 2 omega. So frequency is same, and also there is a phase difference. This phi is called basically phase difference. So phase difference between them also there. Phase difference is there. So these two waves can produce the interference pattern according to YDSC sources. Okay, so basically coherent sources, same frequency with some phase difference. So we can tell here B equal to what? Now 2i and third i waves, these two waves will produce interference pattern. Okay, and here it is MCQ question. So here no need to check about C and D. So you can tell 2i and third i, and anyhow this third i and IB won't be there, because here pi by 2 phase difference, and this won't be there because here no frequency is not same. So that is the idea, you can get it here. So your option is what? Option B is correct. So remember this one. So in YDS experiment, coherent sources, same frequency, and here amplitude will be same, and some phase difference should be there. Coherent sources you should take. Now come to the next question. Two light waves of the same intensity I naught, having a path difference lambda by 4, emanating from two coherent sources, meet at a point. The resultant intensity at that point will be how much? So 0, I naught, 2 I naught, 4 I naught given. Now listen here. So here they have given path difference, that is lambda by 4, and they are asking what will be resultant intensity I, resultant intensity I. So as we considering like YDS experiment, then here remember the resultant intensity in YDS experiment I can write y equal to 4 I equal to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2, cos square 5 by 2. So this one you can write I equal to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2, and phi is basically what? Now phase difference. So phase difference how much? Now 2 pi by lambda into path difference. So here see, so 2 pi by lambda into path difference. Now path difference is given lambda by 4. Now let's substitute here 2 pi by lambda into lambda by 4. So here it is getting pi by 2. Okay, lambda lambda cancel, 2 will cancel 2, 4 is 2. So you are getting pi by 2. So once you know phase difference, you can substitute here. So here if I will substitute, it is 4 I naught, it is cos square pi by 2, and this 2 is there, so pi by 4 it will happen. Remember, this is the intensity, this is the intensity for what? Now resultant intensity, and this is the like maximum intensity in YDSC. So this is the YDSC intensity, resultant intensity expression. Okay. Now I equal to 4 I naught cos square pi by 4. Now here 4 I naught and cos square pi by 4 is nothing but it is 1 by root 2 square, and 1 by root 2 square is 1 by 2. Now 2 will cancel, 4 is 2, so answer will be 2 I naught. So your resultant intensity how much? 2 I naught. Okay. If you are not solving this way, also another formula you can substitute, that resultant intensity, other way you can solve resultant intensity is I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 root I2 cos phi. So this is the resultant intensity formula I can substitute, and here I1 I2 is what? Now they are given in the question. I1 I2 is nothing but I1 I2 equal to I naught. Okay, so substitute and get answer, and phi also you can put here pi by 2. Okay, so that also we can do. So you will here if you will put phi equal to pi by 2, so this will become 0, and here I naught plus I naught is nothing but 2 I naught. So directly also you can get, so this way phi you substitute here pi by 2, so this total term will become, because cos 90 is 0. So this and this are same actually. So this expression is coming from here only when you will substitute I1 I2 equal to I naught and cos phi you keep. So then this type of expression will get. So here directly you can do also, I will get 2 I naught. So whatever you do, answer is coming C. So if you know this expression correctly, then definitely you can do this answer correctly. Okay. Now here go to the next question. Bandana performs Young's double slit experiment by using orange, green and red lights successfully. If the fringe width measured in the three cases W1, W2, W3, then respectively, then which of the following statement is correct? Here some options are given here. Now listen here. So what actually telling a fringe width? So remember, fringe width in Young's double slit experiment, how much it is? Now we tell mostly beta, but here they are telling omega. Let's take omega. So it is lambda capital D by small d. So this is the fringe width formula. Lambda is wavelength, capital D is the distance between slit and screen, and small d is basically what? The distance between two slits. So if we will check here, so this is the distance between two slits is small d, and this is the capital D, distance between slit and screen. Now here, so here if we will check correctly, omega is directly proportional to lambda wavelength. Okay, that means if wavelength is more, omega is more. Now if we will check three colors, so here orange, here given green, here it is red. So three colors are given, and we know from VIBGIOR, VIBGIOR, from VIBGIOR you know red is having wavelength greater as compared to orange, and orange is greater as compared to green. Okay, so that means wavelength of red is greater as compared to orange, and orange wavelength is greater than green. Now if wavelength is greater for red, so omega will be also greater for red, and then it will be for orange, then for it is for green. Okay, now see here, they told for red it is given how much? For red it is 3, respectively written means for red light it is omega equal to 3, so omega red is omega 3. Then for green it is given 2 omega 2, so for green I have written here, so I can write it is omega 2. and for orange color it is given omega 1, so you can write in the middle it is omega 1. So omega 3 is greater than omega 1, it is greater than omega 2, this expression coming. Okay, why? Now because here you are having like wavelength of red is greater than wavelength of orange, which is greater than wavelength of green, and here omega is directly proportional to lambda, or fringe width is directly proportional to wavelength. So that's why omega red or fringe width for red will be more as compared to orange and green, and orange will be greater fringe width as compared to your green. So this is the idea you can remember here. So here option will be omega 3 greater than omega 1 greater than omega 2. These all options are incorrect. Okay, so D option will be correct. So this is the idea, remember, very simple question, just remember fringe width, then after you can do correctly. I think a maximum students have done answered correctly this one. Now I will go to the next question. In a Young's double slit experiment, the slit separation is 0.8 millimeter. So slit separation means small d value, distance between S1 and S2, and the interference pattern is obtained on the screen kept at 50 centimeter. That means here this is your capital D value. Capital D means distance between slit and screen, and if the fast bright fringe is formed at 0.4 millimeter, so this is the fast bright is formed. That means fast bright means it is lambda d by n lambda d by d for fast bright n equal to 1. So this distance whatever it is given, it is lambda d by d given. Okay, because n equal to 1 means your fast bright will come, then that distance is from central maxima how much given? 0.4 millimeter. So lambda d by d given. Now the wavelength of light used. So we have to find what? Now lambda you have to find. So what is given in question, you see? Lambda d by d given. That is how much? 0.4 millimeter. Now you need to find the wavelength here. Lambda you need to find. So 0.4 millimeter is, you can substitute 10 to the power minus 3 meter. And here a small d will be up, capital D will be down. Now here you can substitute small d capital D value, and you see everything in nanometer. So first let me calculate in meter, then we can convert to nanometer. So here it is 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 3. Small d value is how much? 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by capital D value given 50 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, because centimeter is there, so that's why 10 to the minus 2 meter. Everything I converted to meter. So whatever this answer, everything in meter only. Now here if you check 0.4, 0.8 multiplication I will do, it will be 32 by 100 into 1 by 50, let me keep here, and here 10 to the minus 3, 10 to the minus 3 will become 10 to the minus 6, let me keep 10 to the minus 2 here. Now 100 I can cancel with 10 to the minus 2, because the 10 to the 2, 10 to the minus 2 it can cancel, and 32 by 50 you calculate, 32 by 50 it will come around 0.64 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, and if this is everything in meter, if you convert to nanometer, what you need to do? Now 1000 multiply 1000 divide. If 1000 will multiply, it will get 0.64 will get 640, and 10 to the minus 6 will become 10 to the minus 9 meter. So this answer is nothing but 640 nanometer. 640 nanometer. So we will check your answer. Option C is given 640 nanometer. So you can put this answer. Okay. So this is your answer. So option C is the correct answer. So calculation is very easy. So here they asked a fast bright fringe, and for a bright fringe this is the condition y nth bright. Y nth bright is nothing but n lambda d by small d, n lambda capital D by small d. And here if you fast telling, then n equal to 1. So this n equal to 1 substitute means lambda d by d. Okay. Now we will go to the next question. Now consider the effect on the angular separation of the fringe in a Young's double slit experiment due to the following operations. Okay, actually this one is a 10.4 example from wave optics. Okay, many times in class also I told this, there are 6 points are there in YDSC experiment. 10.4 example you check, there will be 6 points will be there. I told also this time students 3 point last time they asked, this time also out of that 6 point any 3 points they can ask. So in one question at least they asked 2 points. Okay, so 2 operations they asked. Okay, now see here, so what they are telling, now the screen is moved away from the plane of the slits. So So that means what? Now here it is slit is there, here slits are there. So here two slits are there, S1, S2 slits, S1, S2 slits. So this distance is small d, and here screen is there. In Young's double slit experiment, now here this is the distance d. Now the screen is moving away from the slit. The slit is here, screen is here. Screen is moving away from the slit, means this d is increasing, right? Okay, moving away means d is increasing. So if it capital D is increasing, then what will happen to the angular separation? So what is angular separation? That is theta basically, you can tell. Okay, or let me write here theta equal nothing but that is basically lambda by d. So you can understand this way, theta nth position. So theta equal to what? Lambda by d. Okay, normally I am telling you can take L lambda by d for brighter, or for dark you can take condition, but lambda by d. So here no d dependence, capital D dependence. No d is there. So no d is there means whatever happens to d, this theta does not change. Okay, whatever happens to d, theta does not change. So here what telling? Now here they are telling, if you are moving away, then what will happen to the angular separation? No changes. If you will see here, option A and option C are telling it remains constant in both case, it remains constant in I. So within A and C, option A and C we have to check one answer here. So for remains constant for I, that is correct. Now we have to check about the second answer. Now here telling the separation between the two slits increased. That means this is the small d. This small d is what? Separation between two slit S1, S2. Now if this is increasing, it is inversely proportional. So this theta will decrease definitely. Okay. So in 2I point what telling? Now small d is increasing. If small d increasing, definitely theta will decrease. So definitely what will happen? And for 2 point it should decrease. But here in the first option they are telling it is constant. For both case it is constant. So it cannot be correct. So definitely answer C will be correct, because it is MCQ question. So you have two options to give answer here, because this will not happen. Then if this is not happening, this will definitely happen. Or you can remember here, if d is increasing, then theta will decrease. So it decreases in a 2I condition, but remains constant in first I condition. Okay. So this is the idea you must remember. So here option C will be correct. Okay. So Young's double slit, if you know correctly, okay, what is happening there, if you are checking examples also, exercise also, okay. So all questions you can do correctly without any problem. Okay. So I hope you understand. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe Vidya Lakshmi NEET Academy YouTube channel. All the very best. Thank you so much.